such a tough situation when you talk about consent. All right, let's keep it going. Let's bring up Mickey Jones. Mickey Jones, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, doing fine.
All right, raise the roof. Shout out to who is it? MC Recovery?
MC Recovery.
Yeah, so thank you for coming on, Mickey Jones. Ray, kind of what's your take on all this Puffy situation, these Puffy allegations here?
When we think it can't get any worse, it does. And I've thought this was a wrap from a long time ago, but it just seems to continue and continue. This particular case that we're talking about here, it feels like money grab. It feels like Monica Lewinsky. It feels even like Epstein to me. And I'm just looking at it at a big picture. No, I don't think Puffy's going to end up in jail. I really don't. But I think he's going to be as broke as hell.
Let me ask you, why do you think this case makes you feel like this is a money grab as opposed to something that really happened?
Timing, for one. Timing is of the essence. She's held on to this piece of evidence for how long? 20 years?
20 years, I mean.
She waited for the right opportunity. And I think once this video came out, that was her opportune time. Get in while you can fit in. Because if someone else came along before her, there might not be anything left by the time she jumps on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. A lot of times as attorneys, we're always watching to see who has sued the person that we're trying to get. And you always want to be one of the first. So for example, let's say Tasha K talks really reckless about me and defames me. Am I going to sue Tasha K? No. Why not? Because Cardi already beat me to her. Cardi filed a defamation action against Tasha K, got a $4 million judgment. Tasha K can't pay the $4 million. So what good is it for me to spend money trying to sue this lady if I already know she can't pay the $4 million that's already on her head, right? So the timing and trying to be first, that's a great point, Mickey.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you, if you were on the jury of this document that we just reviewed, with Crystal, would you find in favor of Crystal or would you find in favor of Puffy? What do you think?
Wrong is I would find in favor of her, but again, it feels like a money grab, and it's a legitimate money grab. Unfortunately, if she would have come back, if she would have come in sooner, maybe Cassie wouldn't have suffered the way she did. Maybe.
Well, let me ask you. So you would find in favor of Crystal. So how much would you give her? And let's remember, this is basically, I don't want to say basically, what she's alleging is that Puffy coerced her into oral sex. So they went into, I don't remember if it was a bathroom, wherever they were in, went into a bathroom. Puffy coerced her into having oral sex to suck him off. He was able to do that because, she had decided to intoxicate herself. And so allegedly she couldn't consent because she was intoxicated, and she gave Puffy oral sex, and that was that. So, which is absolutely a violation. So, how much is a blowjob worth? Right? How much? I mean, this is really what the case is about.
That's what it all boils.
If you're on the jury, you have to decide how much a blowjob is worth. So how much would you give Crystal?
Well, I would base it basically on what Cassie got and what Cassie endured, because she endured more than a blowjob. She endured.
So you would base what Crystal got on what Cassie endured?
I would, yes.
And see, guys, this is exactly why I said that everybody wants a jury trial. Because there is no judge that would try to connect this situation with Cassie's situation. But I called it because 2.5 hours ago, I said, this is why you want juries, because normal people will want to connect stuff. Even if you tell them not to connect stuff, go rewind it, because I absolutely called what Mickey just said. Mickey said, well, I'm going to base it on what Cassie got. Because this is what people do, right? This is what people do. If we're going to be honest, what happened to Cassie and what happened to Crystal are two completely different and independent things, and they should not be related at all. But we're humans, and we're just gonna put things together. All right. So you would base what Crystal got on what happened to Cassie. How much would you give her monetarily?
Judging from the fact that she held on to this evidence for so long, I'd probably give her about $5 million, maybe.
$5 million.
Yeah.
$5 million. This is why people want jury trials.
More than what she had when she stepped in the courtroom.
Yeah. I mean, shit, she might not have $1 million to her name. She said she can't work. She hasn't worked for 20 years. She can't do a model or anything anymore. She can't keep her head straight. Her net worth might be $50,000. So if you gave her $5 million, that's the biggest come up she's ever had in her life.
Yeah, true.
So that's amazing. All right, shout out to Mickey. Gonna bless this lady with a cool $5 million. All right, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Mickey, for coming up. You're welcome to come up anytime. All right.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Shout out to Mickey, guys. $5 million. All right.